What up, YouTube? It's your boy Stick back with another video, and today we're reacting to POV. You're an American living alone in Thailand. I have seen TikToks of people that moved to Thailand or Taiwan or other countries that are cheaper than the US. You know what I'm saying? I have been out the country. I've lived in Japan. I was stationed in Japan. I've visited mainland Japan and stuff like that. So I have been around, sort of, kind of, you feel me, when it comes to Asia. I would like to go to China to see what that's like, if that's possible, but obviously not right now. But we finished with this video. Hit it for it if you haven't already. Go ahead and hit subscription box below with the bell to the side for Notice Squad, and like this video. He's almost at 1K. Let's get there. Not shaving until I get that 1K. Make sure y'all subscribe, you feel me, and like this video. It'll help me help you. Let's see what this video hitting for. Let's go.
You came to Thailand with one bag, a laptop, and a salary that your friends back
How most came to America with a plan and a dream.
home laughed at. You came because you were 29 years old, and the life you had did not look like the life you imagined. Decent job, nothing wrong with it. Paid the bills, mostly. But the apartment was a box with thin walls and a radiator that argued with itself all winter. And the
House over your head is a house over your head, and a roof over your head, whatever the fuck. But hey, it is what it is, gang. At least you got your own spot, man. Word, you can't slam a nigga for that, bro.
neighborhood was fine, in the way that fine means you stopped noticing it. And most nights you came home, ate something forgettable, and watched the ceiling for longer than you'd admit. You had done everything in the right order: school, degree, entry level, promotion, repeat. And somewhere in that sequence, the picture you had of your life, not even something specific, just a feeling, a sense of aliveness, of being somewhere that meant something, had quietly stopped matching what was actually in front of you. You came because one night, late, you found a forum post from a guy who would quit his accounting job in Ohio and move to Southeast Asia with a carry-on and a TEFL certificate. And instead of thinking that sounds insane, you thought, what is actually stopping me? You sat with that question for 3 weeks. You could not answer it. So you bought a one-way ticket to Bangkok. That was 3 years ago. This is what happened. It is March when you land, 11 o'clock at night. You step out of Suvarnabhumi Airport and the heat hits you like a wall you walked into on purpose.
Is it hot over there like that, bro? I don't remember it being that hot in Japan, gang. And I know it's not the same, but it's almost equivalent, gang. It's a tropical island, ain't it? So, like, what I'm saying is, it wasn't that hot. Now, it wasn't cold as much, but it was windy. Over here in Jersey, it does get below. You know what I'm saying? It goes down to the 30s. Sometimes it be hitting like 14 and shit like that on a cold January, February day. But it's comparable to Cali weather if you want to think about it and compare that. So like the coldest will probably be like 50s at nighttime, shit like that. I don't remember being this hot. It do get hot, especially when you're walking in the streets and shit. Their winter is our spring, so there's that. But I've never been to Thailand.
Heat, the kind that moves through your clothes like they aren't there. The kind that makes the air feel like something you're chewing. You are immediately, completely soaked. You had read every expat forum. Every travel
Hey Jazz, we gotta go to Thailand, gang. If you're watching this, we gotta go to Thailand.
blog, every Reddit thread.
For a weekend. Thursday, Friday. I said Friday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we gotta go to Thailand, gang. Word. Movie.
Thought you knew what you were walking into. You did not.
On second thought, no, because it just occurred to me what be down there. A bunch of third-legged creatures that disguises something else I don't want to engage.
Walking into Bangkok. 11 million people, 40-story malls next to 100-year-old temples, highways stacked on highways. Every expat forum says, don't start here, it'll swallow you. You started here anyway. Your salary is $1,200 a month. In Bangkok, that is tight but livable. A studio on the BTS SkyTrain line, street food twice a day.
You know what's crazy? $1,200 a month will get you an apartment living tight. $1,200 a month in the US is $1,200 a month in the US ain't even it's gonna get you a box, eating noodles and oodles with barely anything left to even tie your shoelaces with, gang.
Enough left over to not think too hard about it. Back home, $1,200.
See, in Asia, $4 will get you a full course meal, gang. No bullshit. You go to the street with $4 or $5, gang. You walking out with chicken yakisoba, with teriyaki yakisoba with teriyaki chicken, and a side of vegetables, gang. With a soda on the side. Big plate too, or big enough. Word.
Dollars was your car payment. The apartment costs 14,000 baht a month, about $390. 12th floor.
$390. How much was the car payment? Hold on, we might have to go to Bangkok, nigga. Hold on.
Hard about it. Back home, $1,200 was your car payment.
Yeah.
The apartment cost
$1,200 wasn't car payment, but it's half of that definitely for mine. I drive a little. You know what I'm saying, a little Benzie.
It's 14,000 baht a month, about $390.
$390
two
for an apartment. Is that a studio or is that a? We gotta find out, gang. Cause hold on, I might just text Jazz right now. Hey, I'm watching this video. I'm thinking about relocating to Thailand, gang. That TikToker, that black dude living life in the high rise, nigga. He might be right. He might be on to something, gang.
Stops from Asak Station on the BTS SkyTrain, the elevated rail system running above the city's main arteries, and the single greatest gift Bangkok has given to people trying to live in it. Tiled floors, air conditioning that runs constantly, and a window.
Central air. Y'all seen that illustration, nigga? He didn't just make that off the top of his head, nigga. It gotta be accurate. And you got the view to the city. Hold on. I heard they let the party in Asia, gang. They don't stop. Now when I was in Okinawa, you go to gate 2. That shit don't get live until 10:45. No kizzy. I can write story times about that, gang. Word. It don't get live until 10:45. Maybe 11:45, gang. So I already know the nightlife is exquisite. The food, exquisite. Even in the hole in the walls. Just imagine living in Thailand. Only thing you gotta worry about is
looking out over expressways and golden temple rooftops and the haze of a city that never fully sleeps.
Hold on, man. I might just text you. Hey, yo, Jazz, we going to Thailand.
Is a title like Ms. or Mr., used for everyone, regardless of gender or age. One of the first Thai words you learn. The second is Sawasdi, hello, said with palms pressed together in a slight bow, called a Y. The third is Khobkumka, thank you. You say it constantly to the landlady, the woman selling fried rice outside, the man at the 7-Eleven. There is a 7-Eleven on every corner, often 2 on the same corner. Thai people find your enthusiasm endearing and slightly ridiculous, but they are too polite to show it. This, you will learn, is a whole thing. There is a concept here called krangjai. It doesn't translate directly. The closest version is reluctance to impose on someone or cause discomfort. It means Thai people will often not tell you when something is wrong. They will smile.
My bad.
They will say
we do
yes
have to rewind and shit. I'm sorry,
they will
but
agree. Thank you. You say it. Thank you. One of the first Thai words you learn. Mali. Hun is a title running above the city's main arteries and the single greatest gift Bangkok has given to people trying to live in it. Tiled floors, air conditioning that runs constantly, and a window looking out over expressways.
For $400, bro. That's crazy.
And golden temple rooftops and the haze of a city that never fully sleeps. Your landlady is Hun Mali. Hun is a title like Ms. or Mr., used for everyone, regardless of gender or age. One of the first Thai words you learn. The second is Sawasdi, hello, said with palms pressed together in a slight bow, called a Y. The third is Khobkumka, thank you. You say it constantly to the landlady, the woman selling fried rice outside, the man at the 7-Eleven. There is a 7-Eleven on every corner.
Hey, on the late night munchies, gang. Now, how do I get these munchies? Where do I go to acquire these munchies? Gang? That's what I want to know. I'm not trying to go alert the mafia and all that shit and get scanned because they know that I'm an outsider and all that. I don't know what they call. I know what they call white boys out there in Japan. I don't know what they call the black boys out there, but you know what I'm saying? They will not finesse me. They know it gets down busy, even in their homeland, the home turf, nigga. Don't play me. You get played.
Same corner. Thai people find your enthusiasm endearing and slightly ridiculous, but they are too polite to show it. This, you will learn, is a whole thing. There is a concept here called krangjai. It doesn't
Krangjai.
translate directly. The closest version is reluctance to impose on someone or cause discomfort. It means Thai people will often not tell you when something is wrong. They will smile. They will
So they're fake. Okay, got it.
say yes when they mean no. They will agree to something and not follow through.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Not out of
Like that nervous shit.
dishonesty, but because disagreement feels worse to them than whatever the disagreement would have fixed. You hear expats complaining about this at the bar on Sukhumvit Road. The guy from Manchester whose contractor said 2 weeks and it's been 2 months. The woman from Toronto whose assistant proofread a proposal and handed back the exact original document with 1 comma changed. You understand their frustration, but you also start to wonder whether the problem is Thailand or whether the problem is bringing a confrontational culture to a country that built its entire social architecture around not being confrontational and being surprised when it doesn't map. You think about this more than you expected. You have been in Bangkok 3 weeks when you eat something that changes your life. Pad Krap.
The food is organic. I'm not eating crickets. I'm not eating the floor animals as far as bugs go. I'm not putting them on a stick and then putting them in some sauce and going crazy. But everything else might be a go. You game?
Pow.
Your
Holy
game?
basil stir fry. Pork cooked fast in a screaming hot wok with garlic, chilies, oyster sauce, fish sauce, and Thai holy basil wilted in at the last second. Served over jasmine rice with a fried egg on top. Yolk still soft, edges crispy. Eaten
I ain't never get behind this, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That whole thing with the whole sunny side up on top of everything, nigga. I don't know what y'all got going on over there in Asia game. I can't do it. Sunny side up, no.
at a plastic table
Turn
on
it
the
down.
sidewalk at 11 p.m. It costs 60 baht, $1.65. You take 1 bite, sit quietly.
What I tell you, you go outside in the streets, nigga. You go with $4, you come back with a full course meal. He paid $165, brother. That is a crazy turnaround. And now you still walking home with $3 and a whole bunch of shit to do. That's crazy.
And understand for the first time that you have been eating beginner food. You eat it 4 times the following week. You develop opinions. The egg matters more than people admit. It has to be holy basil, not Thai basil. Different plant, different flavor, non-negotiable. You have crossed a line you cannot cross back over. The school where you teach is called Happy English Academy. The branding is aggressively cheerful. There's a cartoon mascot named Mr. Happy painted.
See, it sounds easy to teach English, but you also got to know Taiwanese. You feel me? I don't like you go into Ray's territory. Let's just say I don't know if he's from Taiwan. He's from Taiwan, right? This is Thailand. Okay, it's different. But I'm that's a little crazy. Forgive me. I got it confused. I thought we were talking about. But it still applies. You still got to know their language in order to translate that into English and be able to teach English. Then you got to know English grammar and their native tongue's grammar as well. So there's that.
On the wall. Your students are 8 to 14 years old. They have already been in school for 7 hours before they walk through your door. Your co-teacher is named Nook. She speaks better English than you will ever speak Thai and handles every administrative crisis before you
So
know
basically what you're saying is she should be doing the job that you got appointed to. Okay.
what's happening. Nook is 26. She has a degree in communications from Chulalongkorn University.
See, my people, we be doing a lot. 26 in other countries is different from a 26 in the US. I tell you that at this point in time. At 26 in Russia or England or say Asia. The average 26-year-old is not bilingual. And if they are, they know English and Spanish. If not, they know English, Spanish. But I'm saying the average. Okay? When you go to China, when you go to Kenya, when you go to Haiti, when you go to Russia, Poland, Ukraine, it's basically fucking Russia. Nigga. Romania, they speak in multiple language, bilingual, nigga. I'm not just talking 2. I'm talking 3, 4. I don't know how they do that. The IQ is out the ass.
University, one of Thailand's most prestigious institutions, right here in Bangkok. She makes about 2/3 of what you make. You notice this early. You feel its weight.
Yo, talk about patriarchy, dog. Y'all complaining over here, damn. I know more than you. Maybe it's, she said, I know more English than you know. I just want to know what the.
Or they walk through your door. Your co-teacher is named Nook.
Okay.
She speaks better English than you will ever speak Thai. And
speak Thai. Okay. So she speaks better English than you speak Thai. So that's saying she could do your job better than you and she's getting paid 2/3 less than you. Is that not crazy?
You notice this early. Institutions, right here in Bangkok. She makes about 2/3 of what you make. You notice this early.
See, don't let her come to America because then she's going to start a revolution, nigga. And she's going to fight for that. I know more than this person that could do a better job than this person, and yet I'm getting paid 2/3 than this person. Where's the change? You all not see the problem in that? They'll probably shut it down easy. They don't play over there.
You feel its weight in a way you didn't anticipate.
The more Asian
There's
niggas, they
a
don't
whole
play.
economy built around foreign faces in certain roles here. Native English speakers.
She wouldn't even think to say that. I think that's where the problem lies. Hi. Like, it's not going down. I know I'm saying hi and shit like that because I'm doing customer courtesy with Japan and not Thailand, dog. I've never been to Thailand. What's something that they say over there that's common, equivalent to hi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hi.
Especially white ones, are paid a premium simply for sounding a certain way. The school's reasoning is simple. Parents want their children to sound like the movies. But Nook knows more about teaching than you do. She is indispensable and underpaid, and she never complains.
That's
Not
the problem.
to you. You remember Grengjai. 6 months in, you stop being a tourist. You know which BTS exit drops you closest to the good market. You know which streets flood ankle deep after 20 minutes of rain. And the rain always comes. May to October, the monsoon arrives over Bangkok like a scheduled event. It does not drizzle, it pours. The sky opens and the streets run with water, and the city keeps moving. Motorbikes and tuk-tuks and vendors sliding plastic sheeting over their carts without missing a beat.
That's crazy.
You navigate by BTS.
That reminds you of the time I got stuck in mainland Japan during the typhoon, gang. Story time coming soon. Main channel. Stay tuned. That's subscribed to. But I'm saying, like, typhoons over there. I don't know if a monsoon is the same as a typhoon, but if it is, it's no joke, dog. Airlines out the way. Winds out the ass, gang. I got recordings of us like damn near flying in the wind, gang. Umbrellas, you trying to walk through the rain with an umbrella turn inside out, fly in the air. They take the umbrella away from us. They said, "Now you gonna feel this rain, dog." Like, damn, like it's crazy, gang. It's crazy. It's crazy out here.
And MRT, and when those fail, by motorcycle taxi. Men in orange-numbered vests who wait at the mouth of every soy and will thread you through impossible traffic for 40 baht if you're willing to not think too hard about the physics.
So 60 baht is one something. 40 gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, we gonna do this math.
You become very good at not thinking about the physics. Bangkok has a rhythm that takes months to find. It is not one city. It is 30 cities stacked inside the same borders. The Bangkok gleaming malls and rooftop pools.
Damn, for $1, dog. $1.82, gang. I'm out of there, nigga. Word.
Where a cocktail costs $20. The Bangkok of canal-side neighborhoods where families have lived 4 generations and the cooking smells unchanged. The Bangkok of co-working spaces and the Bangkok of 3 a.m. noodle stalls and the monks who will be up again in 3 hours for morning alms. All of it simultaneously without apology.
My boy wearing traditional wear and all
Buddhism
that.
is not decorative here. You need to understand that. In the United States, Buddhist imagery is aesthetic. People have Buddha heads on their mantles next to succulents. Meditation has been productized and sold back to itself. You did all of it. You had the app, you had the cushion. Here, Buddhism is infrastructure. Over 90% of Thailand's population is Theravada Buddhist. At dawn, every dawn, monks in saffron robes walk neighborhoods in single file, collecting alms from residents who rose before sunrise to prepare food. This is called takbat. People kneel as the monks pass. The monks receive without making eye contact, without saying thank you. Gratitude is not the point. The giver benefits spiritually from giving. The monk receiving is participating in that development. You watch this on a street near your apartment for 20 minutes one morning. A woman kneeling, hands pressed together, forehead nearly touching the ground. 3 monks in robes the color of marigolds, accepting her offering in silence while the city wakes up around them. You cannot explain why this moves you, but it does. There are things nobody puts in the brochure. The heat is not seasonal. Bangkok sits close to the equator, and the sun operates accordingly. March through May, before the rains, the temperature hits 40 degrees Celsius, over 100 Fahrenheit, with humidity so thick your glasses fog stepping out of any air-conditioned building. You learn to navigate the city through connected interiors, mall to BTS to office to mall, like a rat in a very luxurious maze. The cost of living is not what the blogs say. Bangkok is cheap if you live like a backpacker, moderate if you live like a local, and surprisingly expensive once you start living like an expat. International groceries, Western restaurants, the English language gym. The city quietly expands your idea of what you need until the salary feels tighter than it did on paper. Then the visa bureaucracy. Rules that shift regularly. You befriend a woman on an expat forum who has been here 11 years and keeps a spreadsheet of every regulation change since 2014.
Damn.
You consult it like a religious text. You make trips to the immigration office on Changwatana Road, a complex so large it has its own food court. Take a number, wait under fluorescent lights, and remind yourself this is the price of living somewhere that didn't issue you a passport. You are there for Songkran. Songkran is Thai New Year in April. Nominally a religious holiday, temple visits, offering water to elders as a blessing. Practically speaking, it is the largest water fight in the world. For 3
That shit is ass backwards, nigga. So I'm gonna go ahead and give water to elders like it's precious and then just shoot it at these other young niggas. It's crazy. What? What?
days, the streets become a war zone.
And the same lady that I gave the water to, she throwing in the streets at me. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. What? Okay.
Buckets and water guns and pickup trucks with tanks in the back. If you leave your apartment, you will be wet within 30 seconds. You get a bucket. On the second day, you realize you haven't thought about your old life in 48 hours. Not your bank account.
This was only 2 days? Damn.
Not your career. Not the low-level anxiety you carried through your 20s like a backpack you forgot was heavy. You are just here, in Bangkok, in April, soaked, laughing at a stranger who just hit you with a full bucket of ice water, alive in a way.
I ain't gonna lie, off the like on some random stuff, like that would get me tight at first before I see who it is and what's going on. And I just register in my mind, oh, I'm not home. This is not irregular over here. Okay. So I'll turn around like, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I would get tight at first.
That is
but then,
very specific and very loud and very wet. You
Pause.
develop a theory about time. Back home, time was a resource, something to allocate, manage, optimize. You were always either spending it well or wasting it. The vocabulary was financial. Invest in yourself. Don't waste the weekend. Here, time is more ambient. Meals last as long as they last. Plans are approximate. The Thai phrase "mai ben rai" covers a lot of ground. It means never mind, don't worry, it's fine, let it go. It is said to people apologizing too much and to situations that cannot be changed. Said constantly, said with a smile. It is not a dismissal, it is a philosophy. Things go wrong, the rains come early, the BTS breaks down during rush hour and you are late and it cannot be helped. Mai ben rai. You handle the thing in front of you, then you continue. You think about how many hours of your life you spent in formless dread about things that were, by any reasonable measure, fine. You carry Mai Ben Rai quietly.
Like a tool you didn't know you needed. Your contract ends in October.
Voice change is
The
crazy.
school offers to renew. You take 2 weeks to decide.
Must have ran out of
You
description
go
credits.
south to Koh Lanta, a narrow island on the Andaman Sea, quieter than Koh Samui, less developed than Phuket. You rent a bungalow for $25 a night and watch the sky
Damn.
turn orange over the water and think about the thin-walled apartment back home, the ceiling you watched, the sequence you followed, the picture that never matched. You think about the heat, the visa spreadsheet, all the ways this life is harder than it looks in photographs. You think about Pad Krapao at 11 p.m. on a sidewalk for $1.65. You signed the second contract. 2 more years pass before you come home for good. You're in a coffee shop in your hometown. The coffee is fine. A friend asks what it was really like. You try to explain the gridlock, the monsoon, the monks at dawn, the Pad Krapao at 11 p.m. for $1.65. You try, and you can't quite get there. Your friend...
Like, bro, living in Japan for 2 years, gang, I ain't gonna lie, explain it to anybody else, they're gonna look at you like, wow, that sounds way better than here, gang. Everybody asks the same question. How's the people? How's the food? How's the environment? Very different. The food, cheap, but good. Filling. You know what I'm saying? The people, non-toxic. The air, non-toxic. The environment, non-toxic. I'm talking about airports clean as shit. The subway clean as shit. People, nice as hell. You feel me? Before you even you seen that video of that guy on Instagram where like he be going to like Walmarts and Targets and he be like before they even pass his path. Oh my bad. Yeah, my bad. That's literally how it is. You walking on the side and before you even get in contact with somebody. Sorry. Like type stuff. I went to McDonald's. Bro, it's not the same as over here, gang. You go to the street food, the hole in the wall mom and pop shops, dog, for the ramen, for the chicken yakisoba with the teriyaki chicken on top. Drizzle that ranch on top, gang. That's what put me on for real. For $3, gang. Now, I don't know how much it is now because that was 6 years ago, 7 years ago. Y'all might be shit out of luck of the experience, gang. $5 can get you a long way in the streets if you hungry. That's all you need. But I don't know, bro. Coming back to the United States, I was like, damn, they make our country look like shit. dead up, dog.
says, "That sounds incredible. I could never do that." And you think, "That's what I said,"
Until
reading
you
that
go there.
forum post, thinking, "I could never do that." And then you did. You go outside. You think about the heat. Not with dread, with something that takes you a moment to name.
That being said, that's the end of this video. Y'all comment down below your thoughts. Leave a like, hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Notice Squad. Discord in the description. Original video in the description. We is locked in. Let's get it.